Peace, YouTube. This is FleurBrun coming to you today. Oh, this transmission may have issues because the AI, the AI is everyone. Check on in, everyone. We're gonna get into the discussion. Peace, peace, peace to the east, the west, the north, and the south. Family. I'll wait until some more check in the room. You know, sometimes I don't have to wait because I figure some of you listen through replays anyway, so I don't understand why I wait. You know, it's like I have like this weird thought, like with lives or otherwise. Hey, Sweden's in the house. What's good? All right, family. I've got an announcement. You know, the show's gonna be really, really intriguing tonight. I have a special guest on. I told you it's my C-Star. I'm building a sisterhood and I'm bringing the best of everyone on my show. So we're gonna have another powerful C-Star on tonight. It's gonna blow your mind. I'm all in the wave of the event right now with so much intel. So anyway, family, can you see me? I can barely. It's beautiful and it's kind of sunshiny a little bit. Can you kind of see me? There you go. You kind of sort of see me? Kind of, sort of. I see like a glare. I see like a purple glare on my side. Okay, so family. So yes, FleurBrun is campaigning herself as the poster child of anti-nanotechnology and anti-weaponized vegetables. And I'm using myself as the poster, C-Star, to show and prove a theory to myself that I've kind of taken on, but something that I know is more diabolical. So I'm utilizing what I know and I'm bringing it into, I'm bringing that wisdom on by basically, listen, they are texting me, all these entities are texting me at the same time. Everything's texting me. The AI is on and popping this morning, family. You know what, AI? This is a PSI to the AI. You are an anti to humanity. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself, AI, because we're about to come strong. And after I do my wonderful anti-nanotechnology and anti-weaponized vegetable fast, your spot will be absolutely blown. So I hope you're ready for it. Anyway, let me turn the camera this way. There we go. I could see everything. I can actually see the comments. So, all right, family. So check on in. Tonight's the show. Again, we have a masterful, remember, it's my C-Star show bonanza. I've been bringing on the best of all the C-Stars coming on the show, blowing spots with that extra event wave in their frequency. It's off the hook. So Renea is coming on tonight, Renetta. And if you haven't seen her, I don't like to post the show too early because, you know, like I said, AI has so many issues with the intel that we've come up with, but this is what we have to do. So listen, family, there's an agenda. And the death of peace, rest in power, if in fact the young sun star who passed away, who was horrifically propagandized as being murdered. I want to say, I want to see rest in power to him if in fact he has passed away. Yes, Nipsey. But I will tell you, there's an agenda with that. It's diabolical, family. I knew they would martyr him, but they're utilizing for an agenda. And I knew I had to do a counter. I knew the day that I came out with the video telling you that they weaponized greens and veganism isn't anything else but something that's been propaganda to the masses, especially they're going all in the urban community to purposefully make you more receptive to collecting nanotechnology and hijacking your brain. That's why they did it. And they martyred Nipsey, which pisses me off. They used him, and now the Empire State Building is blue. And as I've talked to you before, he represented the blue, which is the blue light that's on your phone that helps to replicate nanotechnology. And now you have people, fools, that don't know any better. Now they're propaganding for you to go vegan for 30 days so you can be infected with these nanobots. So I had to do something desperate, family. I had to do something that I know is beneficial to myself. I have to purge the nanotechnology out. The event is the catalyst for me doing so, and Nipsey's passing. I am doing an anti-weaponized vegan fast, a 30-day water fast. You're gonna have to listen, family. You know you're gonna have to send me, like, listen, rest in peace to the coffee that I drank. They had the Empire State Building blue on top in response to Nipsey's passing. Why would they do that? They don't even like brown people in this country. They don't. The planet is anti-brown. It is. Why would they ever make why would they donate the tip of the Empire State Building? That's not a judgment. That's a fact. Why would they dedicate to someone who they consider to be a savage? Because, you know, they see a lot of these gangbangers as savages, even though they're people resonating with a frequency of warriors inside of them. Why would they make the Empire Building blue, family? Because there is the blue field on your phone that is helping to further infect you with this nanotechnology. All right, family. So listen, Monday is kicking off. FleurBrun's preparing. I am doing, and I want you to send all your higher frequency for me. I am doing this for our family. I have to do it as an anti to what they're doing. I'm doing it as a pro to pro healthy living, pro humanity, pro Mother Tiamat, pro healthiness, pro balance, pro unified. I'm doing this as a pro, but I'm promoting a beautiful 30-day water fast. Normally, you know, I used to do the green fast, okay? Why I'm not doing the green fast? Because the greens are being used and they're weaponized in order to make you more susceptible to nanotechnology. So I'm taking all of the greens out of it. I'm taking everything out of my diet. It's starting Monday. I'm kicking off the 30-day water fast. Please, I have to do this. I'm doing it for us. I want to prove my theory that they're utilizing everything to harm. And hey, Michael. See, Michael, I made you an admin. I read that you wanted to be an admin, so I made you an admin. Rest in peace to the coffee that I will not be able to to drink. Rest in peace. Say goodbye. My pleasure. I'm out of control. All right, so family, I'm going to keep it serious, okay? All right, so, okay, so it's not just a water fast. Remember, I've fasted before. Remember before I stopped fasting about 1.5 years ago. I used to fast every season. Many of you know it's on my channel. So you saw me fasting. I used to do a green juice fast, which was at the time really did well for me. But I remember, I think I discussed with this on one of my shows, that the last fast that I did, I was attacked. Because I was talking about cloning too, that didn't help. I was attacked, and I was doing a green fast, and something was trying to hijack me. I didn't know what it was at the time. I don't even think I said it in the I don't even think I said it in one of the videos exactly what I thought it was, because I don't think I knew exactly. I knew something was coming for me. But let's say this. I decided last night while binge watching OA. Big up to the Sea Stars and Sun Stars who told me to watch OA. I watched the beginning of OA before, but I binge watched OA on Netflix. Okay? I realized that if I'm going to talk about it, I got to be about it. Me and Kiki would talk. Big up to Kiki. Big up to Luna Ash. Big up to, I'm going to be also on Osset's show on the 23rd. I think the 23rd. Osset probably has it listed. I'll be on Osset's platform on the 23rd or the 21st or something like that. Osset has it listed. Big up to Osset. Those in the higher frequency of this wave event that are in the consciousness of being heightened in awareness. I decided once they turned the Empire, once Kiki showed me that they turned the Empire State Building blue, and we know that the blue means that blue field over your phone. Once I saw that, I knew I had to do something. I knew I had to counter, because I knew that when I came out and said that nanotechnology was being being replicated in you via the vegan agenda. They did, the Nipsey was connected to that. Nipsey, now listen, I don't know if he actually was offed. I don't know if he was replaced and sent somewhere. All I know is that they utilized Nipsey's horrific death as a catalyst and as a promotion of veganism. Sebi wasn't a vegan. He was covering Sebi's documentary. He wasn't a vegan. Sebi was a pescatarian. He was not a vegan. They're promoting it, and we knew. Kiki said it too. Kiki said, you know what? I think they're going to use this as a promotion to veganism, and they did. Now you see all these platforms saying, oh, go green. Oh, they're not even telling you to do fruit. They're not even saying promoting fruit because they know fruit is an anti to some of the weaponized greens. They're not telling you that. They're promoting it. And it's on every platform, and they're promoting it to brown people. I'm just really empowered right now, because when you know better, you do better. Is anyone here? I don't even know if anyone's here. If you're here, family, I don't know if you're here because I can't tell sometimes. I think they stopped your feed. If you're here, I can see up top, but I don't see anybody here. If you're here, can you just put likes? Because I can see if people are here. Because I can see if it has likes. Then I can tell if people are here. Are people here? I think. Okay. I see it going up. I see it. Thank you. I see it. Oh, okay. Thank you. I see it. Okay, wait. Let me see. What's wrong with the feed? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh, you popped back in. Okay, wait. Yep, you're in. Thank you, family. Okay, I'm really excited. I haven't got much sleep. Like I said, I was binge watching OA last night. And I decided, after Kiki sent me the picture of the blue Empire State Building, in dedication to Nipsey, like I said, brown people have never been. Listen, this planet is anti-brown. Why would they put blue at the top of? They consider him a gangster. Why would they make the Empire State Building blue? Because they're telling the others, we got them. We got them all going into veganism. They're all going to be eating weaponized vegetables. They're all going to be under mind control. All the replication. Everybody's doing this. The celery juice addition. They're making sure that everyone's super heightened alkalinity. They're making sure that people have that blue field. They're always on their cell phones. It replicates all that nanotechnology in you, and then all of them are going to be hijacked. All their brains. Listen, this matrix isn't for the meek, and it isn't for the weak. It is for those. This is a playground for devils and gods all in one. It's about that time. So listen, family. Let's go on to this. Monday, I'm going into, listen, I'm going to try to go for the 30 days. I need your support energetically. I've done fast before. Remember, I did the 21-day fast. I've done it before. I haven't done it in a while. It's been about 1.5 years since I did my last fast. I stopped because of the bulking up after you fast. But I am going to fast. I am going to document my fast. I am fasting nanotechnology. This is pro good health. This is pro zero nanotechnology inside of us. This is pro zero weaponized vegetables. I am planning to make sure that I am totally keeping it clean. Now, when you do a water fast, it's something a little different. You don't just drink water all day and just do kumbaya. It is something that has to be planned. Pre-fast, I always go through a preparation period, and I already started. It's very important to have electrolytes. Electrolytes is probably the #1 thing that will make sure your heart rate is properly done. You're getting enough potassium and magnesium, which helps to keep a healthy homeostasis. I fasted before, so I'm about that life. So I'm making sure that I have electrolytes. My electrolytes will be up. I'm making sure that I add in those things. I'm doing zero plants-based anything. I'm doing zero anything that has to do with grains. Listen to me. Because of the nanotechnology that's been weaponized, it's in a lot of the vitamins or the things that you would take, the supplements. So I have to make sure, if I'm purging the nanotechnology, I will be claying myself bucket naked outside by the pool. I will be in my state of being. You can drink tea. People drink tea. Some people do that. I will make sure. I might do an Asiac. I'm trying to stay away from any plants during this time to purge all of the Celtic sea salt. I will be doing black volcanic salt as my addition. Thank you, Michael. Michael said Celtic salt is good. I'm going to add, but black Volvic, because black is also, many, big up to our occultists on here. Black is also a baning type of salt. Also black, the volcanic salt also helps to purge things out. I will be doing that, and I will be claying. I will be claying once a week as opposed to once a month or twice a month. You'll get to see all this. I probably won't do it on this channel. So for those who are on my Instagram, make sure that you are, what is it called? You are on my Instagram. I don't know what it's called. Subscribe to my Instagram. Make sure you're in there. And I have another channel. So I'll probably link the other channel, because I'll do the daily, updates on the other channel. I don't want to do it on here. This is a channel I talk about ETs. I talk about, we talk about a lot of plethora of things. I don't want to take that focus on something, on a personal thing on this channel. So if you're going to be on my Instagram, you'll hear me probably crying, because by the 3rd or 4th day, if anyone's ever fasted, anything that you have unresolved inside of you, around the 3rd or 4th day, you do like a purge. And also the archons, that's when you start listening to the archons start coming for you, and the parasites inside of you start to talk to you telepathically. When you fasted, many of you know that, like around the 3rd or 4th day, anything that you have unresolved mentally will start to come about, and you will start purging. If you haven't resolved an ex and he left you, and you feel resentful, or you never resolved a feeling about your father or mother, it will come out around the 3rd or 4th day. Then the archons start coming in your head, sending you pictures of jelly donuts. And that's also the parasites, because if you have any parasites in your gut, because they're dying and they require you to have some sugar or some yeast for them, they will start telepathically communicating with you and making you crave, or they'll visually make you dream about cakes and donuts, and around the 3rd or 4th day. If you can get over the 4th day of your fast, it's usually coast after that. It's the 3rd and 4th day, I always say. So you may see me on YouTube around the 4th day. The 4th day, saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe I lost my homework in 8th grade, and I was so depressed, and I tried to hide it. Whatever messes with you. Melanie said, tell them to F off. Yes, little buggers. Yeah, they start to telepathically. Melanie said F off. Start throwing a middle finger at them. Yeah, so it's on a poppin' family. I'm not just going to talk about it. See, this is what I appreciate about my astrological sign being a triple Sag. I'm triple of what a Sag is. I don't talk about it, I be about it. I want to make sure that if I say something to you, I have vetted it out. And this is me vetting it out. The purge of the sparkles out of your skin is nanotechnology, but I'm going to take it a step further. You're going to see the process of purging all of the nanotechnology out of you. And also, this will be pro for your healthiness, because again, they are promoting veganism to infect. You're going to have lots of people infected mentally. So you think the vegan Nazis are bad now. We only had a few vegan Nazis. The vegan Nazis are going to go left at this point. Not the fruitarianisms. The fruitarians are very kind-hearted people. People who eat a lot of fruit, they tend to be very sweet and kind and loving, and very soft-spoken. But the ones eating the vegan zombies, Michael said, yeah, they're no joke. They stop coming for me because they know I'm a little over the top. So when they come for me, it's like coming for a pro. It's like, when you're playing tennis and you're playing light tennis, some people like to just come with the outfit and they think they can play tennis, but they're coming for a pro. So you come in my you come in my arena as one of those Nazi vegans, I will make you remember who your past life was and why you're here having this nonsensical conversation with somebody who's been about that life for a longer time than they probably been even living. Yes, family, a water fast. So the water fast, okay, so let me go into the water fast. The water fast is not drinking water. You have to make sure that you have a healthy amount of electrolytes. This time I will be doing light calisthenics. I'm a big exerciser, and because of that, I want to make sure that I keep my muscle tone well and also keep a healthy metabolism, because your metabolism does drop. So during this time, I will be doing calisthenics, as opposed to weightlifting. Okay, it's just healthier for the body to use your own body weight. So I'll be doing light calisthenics to keep myself healthy. I will also be doing forms of chelation. I will be claying once a week. I will I'll take pictures that are legal. I don't want to take pictures that are salacious. You'll see as much as I could show you claying, okay? Because it's a very raw process, okay? Squats with your body weight. Yeah, Michael, I wish you were here to train me. Yeah, I'm going to be doing just calisthenics, just to keep everything toned and healthy. Is Luna in here? Is Luna here? Peace, Luna. Luna. I'm gonna text you, Luna. How is Hawaii? I'm gonna hear all about it. We'll talk about it privately. Yes. Listen. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start off my day with I do this anyway. So the only difference with the water fast for FleurBrun is, remember, I'm a foodie. Okay, so I'm a bit of a foodie. And the difference is I fasted before, so I know exactly what's required. Now, right before this, you'll text me later. Okay, Luna, I want to hear all about it, all the goodies. You have to prepare before a fast. Now, what is my preparation before a fast? I do a lot of cleaning before the fast. I make sure that all my bed sheets are changed. This is something that I do before a fast. I don't know why. It's just everybody has their own way of preparing for a fast. I clean out all my bed sheets. Like, I clear off my whole bed. If I should order a new mattress though, because I want to take any coils out of my bed, but I don't know if I could do that before. I don't know if I have enough time to do it. I should really, because you should really get all the metals. I have zero technology in my bedroom. My bedroom is as clean as, I might even paint my room. This is what I do pre-fast. So I change all my bed linens. I put protective bed linens. I put really refreshed, beautiful, like resort bed linens. This is a time that I go, if I don't have beautiful, big up to our C-star, Yafi. Yafi sent me these beautiful Hamza hand bed linens from Israel, from Tel Aviv. Big up to Yafi. Listen, we were on a Kiki one time, and I was talking to Yafi in Israel, and I was like, oh my God, I love your bed sheets. She was like, oh, you want? I was like, no, don't send it to me. She sent them from Tel Aviv in Israel, and they are beautiful. So I'll be having my Hamza hand bed linens. They're beautiful. And then I bought a new top duvet that goes over with the beautiful Hamza hand. Remember, I'm going to have that. So I'm going to have that on my new bed linens. I'm going to add some drapery. Also, I'm going to bring plants into my room. Remember, I'm a big agriculturalist. So now I'm going to put some of my trees, my indoor trees that they can stay inside. I'm going to do my trees inside. I'm going to do a lot of my plants inside my bedroom. I'm going to make it a jungle. Okay, so basically, I'm going to water fast, but my bedroom's going to be transformed. This is what I do pre-fast. I always do some sort of wonderful, it makes you feel good because it goes along with the genre of doing your fast. Okay, so I'm going to really just change the whole feng shui of the bedroom to make it really tropical, make me feel like, I'm in the jungle, in my element. I'll be lying and sleeping sometimes on the hammock at night. This is something. Oh, no water fasting while you're breastfeeding. Lovely. Join me next time, honey. Don't worry. You can watch, and then when your little one is a little bigger, then you can join on the water fast. Okay. So yes, I'm going to be junglifying my room. I'm probably going to paint it. The bed linens will be changed. I'm going to be doing corner to corner cleansing. I'm going to cleanse it. I'm taking all crystals out of the house. Listen, I am doing a nanotechnology fast. I'm fasting off an all nanotechnology. Anything that AI is used to manipulate us, I am purging of it. So all of the crystals, my beautiful crystals, they're all buried. I found a couple crystals. I have crystals all over the house. I'm burying all my crystals in the soil during this entire fast. I will have zero crystals anywhere near or around me, and including this one. I love this. I love this. That was a gift. What else? So I'll be clearing the bedroom. I'll be junglifying. I'm probably going to paint it because I'm moving too. I'm moving. I'm supposed to be moving, but when I move, I have so many things I want to do before I move. because that house is still my house, so I'll still keep that house. You buried yours 2 days ago? Even your skull? Yeah, I'm burying it all. Anyone ever notice jump timelines? I had an epic experience here in Ireland, and my son Sean is fast, very fast, very dizzy, but we seen the invisible wave. Constance, so you did it. So you did the time jump. That's a whole nother conversation we gotta have. We probably should talk about the time jump too. That's also why the AO is so relevant in this. Okay, so I'm jungleifying the room. At the morning, beginning of the fast is the most important. Now, the end of the fast, now, what you need to know during a water fast or any fast is the beginning of the day is very relative and very important. Someone tried to correct me on my use of the word relative. When I use the word relative, listen, I'm from New York, so sometimes we pimp out words. So for those who like to correct my diction because you think I'm misusing words, I'm highly educated. I was reared by a teacher and I teach myself. I know what words mean. I flip mode words because I'm a New Yorker and I'm just one of those people. So if you see me utilizing a word and you think I'm misusing it, I'm doing it purposefully. Remember, I'm the queen of like breaking codes. And also I spoke another language, so I know what I'm talking about. So big up to the Sun Star who tried to correct me on my diction, say, you don't mean relative, you mean relevant. No, I mean relative. That's what I'm saying and that's what I mean. You're not talking to somebody who isn't, you know, I have fluidity in my lingual skills. I went off. Okay, so yeah, you don't understand why burying the crystals. The burying the crystals is just clearing it. Because we got intel that they're utilizing the crystals as a way of using surveillance and also downloading our energetic fields or anything that has to do with us inside the crystals and also feeding it to the AI. That's what we heard. Now, that's only a theory. That's why I have to prove everything. That's why I'm utilizing myself as a tester in order to feel this information out and make sure it is absolutely on point. So I buried all the crystals. I still have a few in the room that I found because I had crystal. Remember, I'm a crystal nista. I love my crystals. I appreciate them. So I buried them. So they'll be buried for the entirety of the fast. I won't be wearing any crystals. What I will be doing is wearing shells. So what I've done is I replaced crystals with shells. Shells are also wonderful in taking and clearing your energetic field, and it's what a lot of the different nations, indigenous nations in Africa and eastern India, and also in the indigenous people use shells. So I will be using shells as part of my muters to absorb any shock or any frequency. Also, what I'm doing now, previous to my water fast, is previous to my water fast is I am I'm eating organic prunes. What are prunes for? Prunes are actually, I don't know if you know this, but prunes actually are great for inflammation, but also they are radiation muters. When you eat prunes, they actually help with radiation and effects of radiation on your bones. So prunes, no one said prunes equals diarrhea. Not all the time. No, it depends on how many prunes you eat and what's your motivation of eating them. So prunes are wonderful. So if you get a chance, they're great for radiation blocking. So if you didn't know that, I'm just sharing that with you. Prunes helps to block radiation. So previous to this fast, I will be eating prunes every day to clear out any radiation, to mute it, so that I have also the mineral source and stockage that I need to successfully make it through a 30-day fast. Now, I'm attempting to do a 30-day fast. The longest fast I did was a 20-day fast, which I started on green juices and I ended on a water fast, okay? And I probably would have gone longer, but it was my daughter's birthday and my ex came up and we did a whole yada yada, and I wanted to engage with the little ones during that time, okay? So I think Nipsey's death was used as a martyring tool. I don't know that he's even gone, but first of all, I personally think it was motivated to get brown people to eat more veggies and to put them in, to promote veganism and to make them more susceptible to the technology. So it was a psyop. Yes, thank you, Intune. It was a psyop. You did a 40-day water fast and you felt amazing. Best I've ever felt. Thank you, Aluna. Oh, Luna, I should figure you did it. Okay, so Luna supports my journey. Aluna, you know, I have to, you know, rest in peace to Yamaya. I'm gonna have to, so I told you what I'm doing with the room. I'm junglifying the house. The house will be a jungle. I'll be sleeping on my hammock. I think I'm gonna try to sleep at nights on a hammock. To be honest, I think I'm only gonna sleep on a hammock I'm gonna try to sleep only on a hammock. So I'm not gonna do the mattress. Even though I'm gonna change the linens on my bed, I'm gonna do all the beautiful new linens on the bed. Big up to Yafi. But I will definitely, I think I'm gonna try to do sleeping on a hammock for the 30 days. I think I'd like to do that. So I think I'm gonna sleep outdoors on a hammock. I shouldn't probably announce that, right? What kind of coffee am I drinking? I'm drinking Starbucks double shots. I know there's people who, I appreciate all those anti-Starbucks people who come on here and say, FleurBrun, stop drinking it. It has nanotechnology. It has all kinds of chemicals. I love you because you keep me presently knowing that I am toxifying myself, and I am always very aware when I drink it what I'm doing. It's just one of my vices, and unfortunately I do fast beautifully off of it. I'm parching on this bus. You're thirsty? Constance? Okay, so what did I say? So I'll start off the morning with, usually I'll soak, what I'll do at night, I'll soak my water in cinnamon. I'm a big person on making sure I keep my pancreas and also I keep my, insulin levels level during this time. And people who have diabetes, you should know that as well. Having cinnamon in your water underneath your tongue, lingual, will keep your, will keep your insulin levels pretty consistent and level and healthy. So I will have either suck on a cinnamon stick in the morning, depending on how I feel. It's not a big deal. I'll either suck on a cinnamon stick or I'll pre-soak it outside and leave it out in the sun. I'll be charging my water every day, all day, in glass bottles and containers. Matter of fact, in glass containers that I will leave out in the sun daily. So I charge them. So all my waters will be activated daily, so that any water that I'm intaking will have solar information, and also it will be you know, I'll have things that I've talked, you know, I'll talk to my water and have a different mantra daily for each time that I engage with the water. So, you know, whatever motivation or whatever I want that day, I'll imprint that on my water molecules. So I'll do that, and I'll do the cinnamon. Cinnamon's important in the morning, so I'll do the cinnamon in the morning, every morning. I'll do that, and then in the course of a day, I will make sure that the first time that I have another, I'm big into drinking a lot of water, and this is what's big on also a water fast, is drinking enough of it. Okay, so I'm a water drinker, but you have to make sure, if you're a tinkler, if you have a tinkler, you have to make sure you're always somewhere where you can use the bathroom. I live in a very little bubble in my outside matrix. I'm always have access to a little potty somewhere. So I'm back, thank goodness. Peace, family. Kicked me off. Okay, I think I'm back. Oh, thank goodness. All right, family, so I'm back. Again, that was, one of the classic AI notions. You know, as soon as you're going on talking about something that is anti to AI, it makes sure. It said my phone was overheated, and it's only 72 degrees here. I've talked to you on my phone when it's been like 90 and the phone was fine. So I had to run home, do a little jig, come back on. Can't stop, won't stop. You could try AI, but we gonna win this one. I already saw the end results, and you won't be here. Okay, so let's just say, let's recap. FleurBrun is doing a 30-day anti-nanotech day, anti-nanotechnology, anti-weaponized veggie fast starting Monday. I always start on Mondays. That's, that's the genre I came from. Okay. I've already discussed that I'm going into my jungle element. I will be junglified in my room for those days. I will be changing my linens, changing it into a protective, beautiful new linens that, Yafi has beautifully helped me to have. Also, yeah, I was in the car. I'm home now. Listen, I live in a bubble. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, I was in a bubble. I just went around the corner and came back in. You down for the water fast? Yes. Now, part of the water fast is we aren't just watering ourselves without being proactive. We have to be proactive in making sure that our electrolytes are kept up to par. So as I began, and so rudely was interrupted by AI, part of it is that I start off with cinnamon. All of my containers will be glass. As you know, I triple water filter my own water. So all my water will be charged from days before. I will charge water every day prior to my next day fast with water intentions, positive music, also adding sometimes little writings on top of encouragement. I will be doing that and putting it outside to charge it so that I get solar information, okay? Electrolytes, you can use any number one of things. I am a fan of using electrolytes that come from watermelons. Watermelons fare well with me. Not the genetically homogenized watermelons, but seeded watermelons. So there's a place that cold press watermelon type of, it kind of extracts the watermelon aspect of it without any of the caloric intake. So I'll be utilizing that as part of my electrolyte addition. I'll be adding that into my water fast. So it's important to get your electrolytes around noon or 1 o'clock. I will be having my electrolytes. So in the morning, I will be drinking a liter of water with my cinnamon stick. I told you either I'll suck on a cinnamon stick or I'll soak the cinnamon sticks outside in the night before. Coconuts. Remember, I'm adverse to coconuts. Ever since they've hibernized everything, coconuts don't fare well for me. Go figure, and I'm an island person. So I don't do, you can do coconuts. If coconuts are fine for you, the coconut water is fine. I don't feel well with coconuts anymore. So coconuts won't be in my staple. So I'll be doing, where do you get seeded watermelon? Oh, divine. Listen, there's a farmer. You can get them. You got to do runs for a seeded watermelon. There's a farmer down in, oh, can I say that online? Well, it's by the 408. It's down, you'll see farmers and they're selling actually seeded, farmers themselves who are selling seeded watermelons. That's the only watermelons I mess with, okay? So I will be getting my electrolytes from cold press watermelon water, okay? So that will be my 12 or 1 o'clock mark. Then I will have my other 1 liter of water. I'll be drinking like 3 or 4, probably like 5 or 6 liters. I'll say that. I've done that before, but like I said, if you're doing it with me, you have to make sure that you're somewhere where you can tinkle, because you will be perpetually tinkling. You'll be tinkling all day, okay? For the most part. You have to make sure now, as my salt intake, I'm going to take a fourth of a teaspoon every day of black lava volcanic salt. For those who are into occultism, and most people will do, like Michael said, he does the Celtic salt, which is fine. It's really good. Sea salt, obviously. I've known other YouTubers or other people who do fast, they do the Himalayan pink salt. I'm anti nanotechnology and I trust zero. So I'll use a Baining salt. It's good for you. It's volcanic. I'm only using things that Bane. So you're going to do it with me, Michael? I love it. We're going to do it safely. We're going to have all our encouragement from our family. Listen, everyone who's really in it for it, we're doing this to really clear ourselves. Also, we want to motivate others to be aware. This is our awareness to nanotechnology and weaponized vegetable awareness. We're bringing awareness to that they're doing this, and we're going to be the change we want to see in the world. So, okay, so I'm going to salt a 1/4 of a teaspoon of black lava salt. I love the Hawaiian one. It's really good. It's great for you. Okay, that's a form of like keeping your body the water soluble, so you absorb the water. Okay, because if you see on other videos now, one thing is interesting is a lot of people who do water fast, and that's how I know I got sparkles on my bed again. But my children have infiltrated the sparkles. They drop sparkles. So now, you know, I think the AI technology, anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. I noticed on a couple videos that a couple people were talking about during their fast, they were flaking. Now listen, family, we know about these sparkles that were showing on people's skin, but I thought this was real. I was talking about, I was telling Kiki about this. I was telling Kiki about this, I think yesterday or last night. I was saying that I noticed that people were flaking in their videos. Now, if you ever watch the body snatchers, they flake right before they're about to shapeshift. I noticed it was flaking, and I personally think the flaking that some of these people are doing is flaking out some of the technology out of them, and it looks like flakes. And maybe some of that is sparkles. I can't vet it out. That's why I have to do it myself. So a lot of them flake. They're skin flakes, and it could be dehydration too because they're not getting enough electrolytes. Okay, that could be it as well. But I noticed it flaking, and also another sidebar. Another account is that people who had tattoos, and I told you the tattoos have black goo in them, sentient black goo, people were denoting that the tattoos that they had were starting to burn a little bit, like almost like it was removing any of the sentient goo that was inside of them. I found that interesting. So those are little side notes that I noticed in a lot of videos, and people didn't know each other. They weren't following each other. I always like to get different accounts from different people that have absolutely nothing in common. So I noticed that. So I'm going to take note of that. And like I said, I'm prepping before a fast. You should always prep. You should always prep. Like I'm making my room into a garden of Eden. I plan to be in love with life. I plan to catch up on any books that I haven't really read up or finished. I'm going to plan on catching up with positive shows and making sure that if I'm expelling things, I want to make sure that if that empty space is filled up with good, positive things, healthy things, healing things, information that's healing, books that are healing, shows that are positive and healing, music that is healing. I want to make sure that if I'm doing a purge, I have to make sure that those empty spaces are being filled back up with something positive. So I'm taking that in consideration. And it looks like I'm going to be sleeping on my hammock. Now, you know, I guess my mate was reading, my mate was looking at this telecast. He doesn't like when I tell you guys what I'm doing. He said, "You don't tell people that you're going to sleep outside." I didn't quite say that. Big up to him. Anyway, so I'm going to be sleeping on my hammock regardless of where it'll be. I think it's better. Like I said, I don't have enough days to get rid of the springs because I only have bottom springs. I don't have the top springs. I have magnets. So I'm going to have to, and also, oh my gosh, let me get it for you. Where is it? Hold on. Where is it? I don't think I have it in here. Hold on, family. Turn you off. I put the phone down. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to turn you off. Listen, I got, remember Kiki was telling us to get the acupuncture pillows. This is the I ordered this already. This is the acupuncture pillow that I ordered. So this is the pillow, and I'll show you the mat. Hold on. This is the mat I ordered. So I'll be doing, hold on, family. Okay, look. You have that mat too, Holiday? Okay, so look. This is the mat. Kiki was telling me that to get the acupuncture mat, I tried it last night, it was phenomenal. This is what I'll be sleeping on. I'll be taking moments during the day, during my resting time, to lie on my acupuncture mat, okay, and my pillow. Thank you, Kiki. I'll be doing this. So I'll add this. This is really good. I ordered it. It came really quickly. I ordered 3. One for me, myself, and my little ones, because my partner will use mine. Okay? I really appreciated using this last night. It just came yesterday. So, you know, anything that I hear that is good for your body, it's healthy, I'll try it. So this hits certain acupuncture points. I found it really to be interesting. And also, if you do it before bed, you find like your body, the way that your body actually, if you lay the camera sideways, it will give you a wider view. I'm trying to. I don't know. No, the phone won't do it anymore. Yeah, for some reason, my phone won't rotate. Every time, anytime I make shows, listen, every time I make shows on something, my phone gets a hit, my technology gets a hit, and then it stops doing something. So I don't know if it's AI motivated or it just stops. Yeah, it does. Let me read what it does, people, okay? Let me just not talk about it. Let me share about it. Hold on. Okay, so listen. All right, so it says, it stimulates feel-good endorphins. It promotes blood circulation. It reduces pain and muscle tension, stress release, increased energy, and improved sleep. I can say from last night, this is what it says. I can say from last night, it really, really worked. So I don't know, I'm gonna add this. They have different ways you can use it. They give you different postures to use it. Okay. I got it from, oh, where did I get it from? I got it from Posture Pro Source. I was going to order it from Amazon, but Amazon was more expensive. This is only like $12, like $12 each or $13. It was only like 12 or $13. It was like 20 something or 30 online. I got 3. So I got 1 for it and 2 for my little ones. I got 1 and it was $13, and I think that it wasn't that much shipping, but on Amazon it was much more, which was weird because normally usually when you get it from the main source it's more expensive. It wasn't. It was actually more inexpensive. It was like $13 if I'm not mistaken, or something around that. But it's really cool, and I'm gonna be using this during my fast. I have, this is what I'm saying, pre-fast, you wanna make sure you make it like a spa. So, you know, a lot of people like to, you know, if you're a celebrity or you have it like that, most people go and do their fast at these wonderful spas where you could stay there for like up to 30 days for like 40 G's or $100,000. Most people aren't going to do that. So I always like to, because I've done something like that before, I know that I can do it in my own house, in my own home, and make it just like a spa. So during the fast, I'm going to change the environment to make it more comfortable for me during a fast. So it feels like I'm living in a tropical dream. It makes it easier, kind of, you know, shape shifts your mind to think that you're doing something that's absolutely amazing, because during the fast, it's going to trick your mind. It has to trick it to make sure you aren't, your body doesn't think you're going through trauma. Okay. So I'm making it beautiful and relaxing. And also I'm going to get another, water fountain. I used to have a fountain that my little ones broke. My little ones used to, listen, I had a fountain. My little ones used to take their feet. It's so cute because we have a pool. But my little ones used to take their feet and like kick it. They thought it was like a spring. So it broke. So I'm going to get another, I'm going to shapeshift. You'll see, I'm going to post everything online. I'm going to make it, I'm going to attempt 30 days on a water fast. Attempt. Now, mind you, I have to make sure that I'm healthy. I want to make sure that everything is going well. Oh, a fairy fountain. I like that. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm staying in alignment with my body. I'm going to body talk. So long as I can continue to fast healthy, I will continue it as long as I require. 30 days is what my goal. I can exceed that, and I can go less. We'll see how my body feels. Okay. I'm just going to listen to my body, but I'm going to make sure that I make my home into a sanctuary, so that during this time, and also people are asking, I would suggest if you are under 150 pounds, you have to be very careful. People who have less body, listen, I'm fluffy. I'm gonna make a song. I'm gonna make a hip hop song. I'm fluffy. I'm gonna make a hip hop song and put it on like a children's network. I'm fluffy. I'm fluffy. Big up to all the fluffians. If you're doing the fast and you weigh less than 150 pounds, I would just say be careful because I have steerage or stockage. It allows for me to go for a longer period of time a little more comfortably. And for that reason, I want you to be careful because I want you, if you're going to engage with me in this journey, I want to make sure. Sandra says she loves fluffy. I'm grateful. Make sure you are being mindful that you will be also shedding weight, and that's also what may make someone who's under 140 pounds or even lighter. You should be mindful because the weight drops off so quickly. I want you to be able to be okay and make sure that your liver's okay and your spleen's okay, because sometimes the liver gets taxed if you don't have enough steerage or stockage, because remember, you're basically, the body feels as if it's starving, okay? And it goes into like a ketosis kind of state. You want to make sure that you still have a healthy metabolism too, is why I'm doing calisthenics. Also, I'm going to actually use, oh, I got to get this. I have the Edgar Casey movement DVD, which I haven't used ever. I bought it for Edgar Casey when I did like I went to like a workshop years ago at Edgar Casey's Institute in Virginia Beach, and I bought like the best movement and calisthenics, like energetic movement CD, and I never opened it up. You know, sometimes I feel like my mom. My mom will do things like that. She's a bit of a hoarder. She'll have stuff in her house that she buys, and she, you know, I have to be mindful because that's the stamp that I have on me. So I have to. So I'm gonna use that DVD as well. How fast did you get from the car to a house and she changed? I didn't change. I have the same clothes on. I don't have much clothes on, but I have clothes on. No, I didn't change my clothes. All I did was drive around the block. Go to my house. Remember, I live in a bubble. Yeah, everything's quick. I'm never too far from where I am. You're too small, don't worry about it. Then you can support from a distance, okay? And you can do the claying. We'll do the claying. If you're unable to do the fast, you don't have to. I'm doing the fast. I'm not requiring anyone to join me. I'm asking for your support, your energetic support, and love during this fast. But if you're unable to fast, it isn't necessary. I wanted to show and prove and my theory that they are technologically altering us with the vegan lifestyle. Okay. Oh, you're gonna bathe in borax? Okay, yes. The baths are very important. Now, mind you, unless you have a filter in your bath, chlorella, I'm using zero greens or plant-based anything during this fast. That's the point of me doing it, because they're utilizing the vegetables as a weapon. And the vegetables are programs, and I personally think they're putting nanotech in the vegetables along with the chemtrails, and it spikes your alkalinity, making you more cohesive for nano hijacking. And for those who can't fast, let me say this again, I want to sidebar. You can clay with me. So if we do a clay, we'll do it together, and I'll try to be as decent as possible. I'm not going to show my, private, because I do clay, full on. So I'll come on, maybe I'll do that on IG. IG is a little more personal and private. I don't necessarily want to leave that on YouTube, even though I'm going to post a lot of this on YouTube, my other YouTube channel. But I'm going to do the claying once a week, as opposed to once or twice a month during this 30 days. So we'll do the claying, and there's different types of claying I do. So we'll do the claying on maybe like I'll figure out the day best for claying. And, if you're going to do the clay, if you don't have your partner with you, you can do it yourself. I like to clay all over and lie in the sun by the pool, and I let it dry, okay, full on. So I'll clay with you, and then we'll see how you feel. Also, with this claying, what I'm going to do is, because it's a nanotechnology cleansing I'm going to put magnet pads all over me. So, FleurBrun's about this life. I'm going to have magnet pads all over me. So I'm going to be doing claying, and I'm going to put magnet pads all over me. So I'm going to suck out all the nanotechnology. If you start seeing sparkles pop out, is what it is. You should I'm really grateful of anyone who wants to partner with me and be my friend, because I realize that I'm a very special type of individual, and I know it takes a lot to be a part of my world with my interesting paranoia and my theories. So big up to everyone in my life, including all of you fabulous people who are deciding to join me with this fanaticism, called anti-technology. Anyway, so I think I told you. So I'm going to do that. I'll do the calisthenics to keep in shape. Just to keep my muscle mass good and my metabolism. I want to keep my metabolism working and functioning at a higher rate. I can't do, I'll do cardio all day. The one thing about being a dancer, I'm a dancer, not a exotic dancer. I'm a dancer, a trained dancer. So a lot of times for me, I can dance for hours and never shed a pound because I've done that my whole life. You will see me dance for 2 and 3 hours like nothing. And that's just what I've done. So for me, I have to make sure that I'm not exerting myself, because during a water fast, you're getting little caloric intake, very almost nil. But because it's taking from my fat storage, it does take a while for it to get to your fat, because your fat has to basically, your metabolism has to burn, it has to kind of melt it and take from it. So, you can use magnets for pulling stuck emotions out of your body. I agree. And there's going to be a whole lot of emotions. Like I said, I can't predict to you the crying. Like I said, you can be purging emotions from like 8th grade, like missing your homework, or like your dog passed away and like when you were 2. I've had purges like where I didn't even feel like I thought I really hated my Nazi. I really thought I hated my Nazi until I had done my first fast, and I realized that I just was disappointed in him. And I was disappointed in my choice to be with someone like that. So I realized that during my purge, my first fast, that it wasn't hate. It showed up that way because that was a defensive mindset that I took on, because I wasn't able to see it from a healthy disposition, maybe just defensiveness or ego based. But when I was able to be clean and clear from all the muting foods and everything that was a distractor from dealing with the emotions, it allowed me to see that I really loved him. I did. And I didn't really stop loving him, but the disappointment and the hurt feelings were so strong that my mind kind of built a protective smokescreen of a lie to keep me from actually realizing what it was. No, you shouldn't fast while pregnant. Okay, so you shouldn't fast while pregnant. Water fast shouldn't be done while pregnant. Water fast shouldn't be done while breastfeeding. Water fast shouldn't be done if water fast can be done when you have something, if you have a major ailment like cancer or something really something that's detrimental to, you can be done with under a doctor's surveillance, or under a doctor's look, because your blood work should be done, when someone's suffering from something. And this is where Dr. Sebi did a magnificent job, to really break down and have people fast. Now, he alkalined people's bodies, which made it less acidic, which allowed the body to heal itself, which I agree with. But they're using the alkalinity of people's bodies to make them more susceptible to mind control, the technology. So it's kind of adverse now. Now, you being cleaning your body from, basic biological diseases, things, DNA, human DNA diseases, but now you're making yourself more susceptible to other things. If you're on heavy medications, I wouldn't suggest fasting like this, unless you have under a doctor's care. Like if you have heart medication, or I'm grateful I'm medication free. So you want to make sure that you are under. Listen, I'm not a doctor. I tell you this all the time. I'm not a doctor. I am not someone who is legally allowed to tell you what to do. I just show you what I do and what I know as a mother, as a person who've lived quite a few years on this planet, enough to gain wisdom, and I just share from that point of view. Okay, so Oh, celery juice, Tammy. Well, you know how I feel about celery juice right now, Tammy. I know it makes you feel amazing. Listen, I haven't a problem with greens. They have a problem with greens. They are utilizing the greens as a weapon. I think I've fasted. Remember my original fast, which many of you can see on my YouTube if you go back. I think 2 years ago, you'll see the fast. You'll see I added celery to my juices and a host of other things, and I was fine and I felt healthy. But there was a point where I got sick at one point, and now I know it's probably because of the nanotechnology that they were trying to, excuse me, make me susceptible to. Okay, and it is, I know for a fact. Now, this I'll say, I know for a fact, family, before it was a theory as far as that's concerned, but I know for a fact that they are utilizing it because they're showing you. Why would they have a blue? Why would they make the Empire State Building blue when Nipsey was murdered? He was considered to be, listen, the country, they don't like people. They don't like gangsters. Even though he was promoting good things, when have you ever seen them do or promote anything that's positive that has to do with any indigenous people or any brown people on something like Empire State? But they don't do that. They didn't even do it for your president, Barack Obama. Why would they do it for a hip hop guy who was promoting someone who was murdered, Dr. Sebi? Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's all a motivation. When you see them doing things like that right after I make a video telling you that they're using your blue field on your phone, a blue field on your phone, along with a vegan agenda to make you more susceptible to mind control. Why would they do that? You think everything's by chance? No, it is all calculated, and I almost felt like it was purposefully done that day. And people are like, well, I'm not that important. It's not that I'm important. But remember, brown people are a very small demographic of people. They are very hive-minded. So when one brown person talks, it affects the whole hive because there's not many of us. So you take one brown person who's part of the homeopathic environment, who's connected to Dr. Sebi, who's a promoter of and notices the idiosyncrasies going on with veganism, it makes what I stated very important. So that's why they went so far. I think there's a connection between the two. Again, I don't think it's because I'm important. I think what I shared that day, because if you remember, if we go do a time lapse of when I shared what I thought about the event and the nanotechnology purge, which is the sparkle purge, put that down to the time when they quote unquote killed Nipsey. Let's put it down to the time that they killed Nipsey or that was televised. It was almost a half an hour in. Like it was literally almost after the video or may have been done during the video. Okay, during that time. That tells you that there's a motivation here. Okay, so, and that's why also for your purge, another thing during your purge is making sure that you have the anti-blue blockers on your phones. I hope everybody has that, right? Does everyone have the blue blockers on their phone? Also the diodes. Do I have the diode stuff? Hold on. Okay. The diodes you should have on the back of your phone. Okay, so the diodes help to block any. I'm going to try to use as little. You don't have a blue blocker, Nicole? Go get one online. It's like $9. It's not a lot of money. It's an anti-blue blocker. And big up to Kiki, because Kiki has a beautiful little boutique and Cali. She decided to add that to her boutique. She decided to buy a whole bunch of them and have people who could come in her boutique and buy a blue blocker. That's a big deal. So buy a blue blocker. Go get one from Amazon. It's like $9. It's not a lot of money. You can get the specialized ones. I got the one was like $9 or $10 or something like that. I got the anti-blue blocker. I have the diode on my phone, which helps to mute the radiation. And also I have this, which someone suggested. Yes, somebody said something about Suge Knight. I did get not the Suge Knight, but this is the volcanic blocker that I used. And I think I should show you all this stuff. Hold on. This is a blue blocker. And also I got the inverted triangle to represent as above, so below. So I'm doing the as below because a lot of times I use the pyramid to pull down for negative reasons. So what I did is I did an inverted version of that. So I did the upside down triangle. Remember, I take thought. That's what I'm saying. Anyone who's in my life, I feel for them. So I did the inverted, and this is a volcanic material that's used by Radionics. What is it called? Family, I'll put everything on here. I'll take pictures, okay? I triple filter my own water and I magnetize my water. And if you guys have been part of me for a while, you already know I do that. So I triple, you have a Sugnite Corella Russian. Oh, that's like this? It's like this? I didn't get it from that. So I guess it's good. Okay, so good. So you have the Sugnite version of this. This is like a volcanic material from Radionics. Okay, interesting. They're using this. Okay, so I put it on my back today. I have the, guys, you know, I put all my information on YouTube. It's called, hold on, something technologies water. I vetted it out years ago. I talked to the owner. I told you I got this triple tier filter when I was pregnant with my first. That was over 13 years ago. I vetted him out, called him. He was really cool. He's from Cali. I have this filter and I love it. And I replace the filters inside. It gets rid of fluoride, chlorine. It also neutralizes the water with charcoal. And then it clears it from any pathogens and any microorganisms. And then, as you know, as being an agriculturalist, I always magnetize my water. So I take a huge magnet, I tie it around my my little spout, and I magnetize my water too to make this water molecule smaller. I find it works really well with my plants, and I use it for myself. So that's the water that I use. Yeah, it's not enough to just filter. You have to do a lot of other things, okay? Because things, you know, yeah, if the water is being is non-harmonic because it's coming through copper or it's coming through steel pipes. So it's already being ionized with these like negative ions. So you have to basically clear your water. I have the triple tier filter, and then I also clear it more with the magnet, disallowing for any metals to be permeated through. Okay, what else am I doing? And also because I'm doing I'm purging all the nanotechnology out. I'm going to look at that, family. Look at this. Look what happens to my face. Look at that. It's red. Those are attacks. Those are like scalar attacks. Whenever you see stuff like that, I realize I'm doing scalar attacks. Oh, also, I'm changing the direction of my room. I'm disallowing from, I'm changing the direction of my room. My room is very feng shui. The lady who built my home was big into feng shui. So I bought my home, with the notation, because I would own in the next home that I'm going to build. But, the home that I purchased, this home was feng shui savvy. So she placed everything in really strategic places in the household, disallowing for any of the shock things that go along with houses, like with, you know, angles that cause aversion. But what I will do is I'm going to move around my furniture in my room so that I make it even more permissible. So it'll be like I'm shape-shifting the whole room. This is what's fun during a fast, because you have these incentives to do different things to kind of keep your mind off of, you know, your body going through like a detox. Okay. What is the other thing I'm doing? Oh, I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi in the evenings. So, how do you remove them? Do magnets, Kay. If you're breastfeeding, that's what I did. Do magnets. And don't do it. Try to do your magnets. What I would do is do like, you could do a claying. Did I do claying pregnant? Yeah, I did claying pregnant. You got to be careful with that. When you breastfeed, I would do a light claying of your breasts, and also do magnets with the chelation. So do that also with the claying. I would just suggest it. That's just my thought. I remember claying when I was nursing, and I nursed for many years. Many of you know I'm Creole, so French women, we nurse until our children are like walking, talking, and running. So I nursed my second one until nearly almost 5. And my first one, I just stopped a little bit intermittently when I was pregnant with my second, because I was pregnant at the same time. And then I nursed her through as well. So you can kind of just clay yourself breast-wise. You can clay yourself because it's good. And then be careful, because I don't want all that accumulation coming in your breast and going into the breast milk. That's why I say maybe do the magnet with it. Or just don't do the top of the breast. Maybe do underneath, like lift your breast and do the bottom, and don't do the top where the nipple is, because I don't want any metals getting collected there. So maybe just do it at the bottom so you can chelate underneath there. okay? Try not to do it on the top. Yeah, the crease right there. I think that would be a good idea. That's just, I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, don't do it towards the top because I wouldn't want the baby to get any metals that are, you know, coming out. Oh, wire bras. Okay, family, I love this. Monique, you're on point. So there are no wired bras during this process of nanotechnology purging. We are doing wireless bras only, or zero bras. Obviously, FleurBrun might get arrested if I walk around without a bra. I've done it, and I have a collection of men that will stalk me when I don't wear a bra. So because of that, I have to keep something on me that disallows from my bosom looking too rambunctious in a host of an environment that is very taboo-ish and very sexually repressed. Okay, so wear wireless bras, zero wires, all metals. I won't be wearing metals on me, so I'll try to make sure I don't wear sunglasses with metal, plastic, not plastic, but like bamboo. Oh, bamboo sunglasses. I'm gonna look that up. Bamboo sunglasses, I'm going to take all the metals off of me, even silver or gold or anything. All the metals will be off of me. I will do shells. I'm doing shells and pottery. So I'll be shells or glass. I don't know if I have a wireless bra. They have really good wireless bras. The Brazilians got that down. So look for some good Brazilian wireless bras. The Brazilians have that, and they're really sexy too. They're like really sultry. They have like a dip in the front if you want like a little lift, or a little shell-like look in the front. Beautiful, like very Ariel-esque. Distilled water's fine. It's cleared, and then you can just put your imprint like distilled water. I like spring water because spring water has minerals. You want to keep minerals. During a water fast, you want to kind of get some minerals. You want to make sure you're not so deprived of minerals, because it's necessary for you to keep a healthy homeostasis. Funny, I took all the wires out 2 days ago. You took the wires. Yeah, take the wires out the bra. That's even better. Some of the wires, remember, they pop out anyway. After a wire, just take them out. Fasting will start Monday. We're starting first thing Monday. If you don't, I'm not saying for everyone to join. If you do, we're going to do it healthy. We're going to make sure everyone's good, and make sure you listen to your body. Okay. Some people want to add apple cider vinegar and water. I suggest, Veronica, that's a good idea. One of the gentlemen online, he does a capful of Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Why I won't be doing that, and I will be doing lime water, lime. I'll add lime, key lime. Remember, you know I love key limes with seeds to my water, is because anything that's fermented is anti to anyone who's heightened in melanin. Okay, so any fermented things work against. They may work for a minute to do things and clear, but they will cause a growth of certain kind of fungi in brown people. So people who have heightened amount of brown skin or copper skin, or even very tan skin, like Italian or Mesopotamian, people from Mesopotamia, I would suggest that you avoid utilizing anything that's fermented, like kombachas. Even though I love kombachas, they are anti to people who have heightened melanation. Remember, everything, we have to realize that chemicals have different alternate reactions to other chemicals. Melanin in itself is a type of chemical, and that release of melanin also will have a different a toxic alchemical reaction with things that are fermented. Okay, so that's why mushrooms aren't good for people of color. Slaw, you're very fair, Dollface. You're very fair. You'll be fine. If you're fair-eyed and fair-skinned, fermentation does not mess with you. Fermented things do not mess with you. Actually, mushrooms don't mess with you. Your endocrine system can actually process them, so you're fine. Very fair-skinned people with very fair eyes, you'll do okay with anything that that has fermentation. I will be avoiding any sort of, the only time you will see me use apple cider vinegar is on topical when I'm doing a chelation or claying. So claying, I will generally use apple cider vinegar only in that way once in a while, and I may not use it for this one. I will probably use carrot oil as my a topper, or no, I don't want to use anything veggie. I'll find another water base to use it that's healthier. Okay, it's great to use, but if you want to detox, for those who are not worried about the fermentation, and again, normally I don't do it. I'll do apple cider vinegar mixing my my clays all the time. It just helps to pull better. I was going to ask if you mix your clay with ACV, apple cider vinegar. I did. I always do. I may do it with this one, but I'm just not. I'm not taking it in. Okay, but it's, again, it is being taken in my skin. So, what else? about minerals. I was just ordering Celtic salt. Ooh, you can do it. Yeah, get the salts. Also get, make sure you get some, what do you call it? I just said it a minute ago. We have to make sure we're getting our, what do you call it? I just said it a minute ago. What did I, gosh, I just said it a minute. You know, make sure the water has, I'm adding this to, oh gosh, watermelon. So we're making sure, I forgot what it was called again. It's like baby on a brain already. I'm adding this to, so if you don't want to do the watermelon or the coconut water, whatever you do, it wasn't minerals or nutrients. It was, you know, when you lack potassium and magnesium. What is it called again? Moringa's really good tea. Zinc, cinnamon. No, it wasn't a supplement. Remember I just said it. Oh, goodness gracious. You know when it's crazy because it's in my mind all the time. It's a electrolytes. Thank you, Destiny Dollface. Electrolytes. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I love that you are conscious and aware of what I was thinking. Electrolytes. So you have to add electrolytes in this. It is, thank you, 13 letter. It is necessary. You can get very sick and you can get heart issues and liver issues. Electrolytes are very important during water fast. We will be adding our own electrolytes. However you see it, you want to make sure you aren't getting it from so much of an outer source that has too much caloric intake. Watermelon's great. Coconut, for those who can take it, are great. Smart water has electrolytes. Yeah, you could just get it in a water bottle. Like there's water bottles that actually have electrolytes and you could just do it that way rather than getting anything in. I'm doing cold pressed watermelon water. So I will do it that way to get that in and it'll be tasty. It'll be like a treat. Okay. Sea salt. Yes, you can use sea salt. Sea salt is nice. Like I'm doing the volcanic, I'm doing the Baining salt, which is the black volcanic salt. Rather than the pink Himalayan salt, but you can use any of the salts that are basically the sea salts. Okay. Also, I'm making sure also that I am utilizing. I won't be using any. I won't be using any crystals. Crystals will be buried all around. There will be 0 crystals. Remember, we are going to take in consideration that all the intel that we have gotten stating that certain things are being used against us, we will make sure that we remove all those so we can see results. Okay. So we'll do that. Also before, I think I've told you, I got this for you, especially, this is what gets rid of radiation. It helps to mute radiation, especially radiation, radiation that affects your bones, especially radiation. Now this, I love Woodstock. I vetted them out. I'm not a fan of Newman's. Newman's has been compromised, even though I used to like Newman products. These are the prunes. This helps. I'm doing this pre-fast to make sure that I'm getting the extra radiation out of, yeah, the Hawaiian black salt is phenomenal. To make sure that I'm muting any radiation. So, and this is really good for stocking up with some of the mineral sources and vitamins that are needed. This is a good source of vitamin A. Okay, it heals bones. Oh, okay, cats purring. Absolutely, so sound technology. Let me tell you what's in this. And this doesn't spike. For those who have diabetes and things like that, this is the one thing that you can have. If you are diabetic, you can have this. It doesn't spike your sugar up, your glucose up. It just doesn't, and it's really good for you. So prunes are great for muting radiation and healing your bones from radiation, overexposure. Okay, so this is good. So I'll be doing this a couple of days before. Prunes is good for also clearing out your colon too. You know, some people it works well, some people it doesn't. Chlorella, I'm not using any greens. Remember, this purge, this fast, this 30-day purging of nanotechnology and weaponized vegetables will disallow for any greens. There will be 0 veggie, any sort of supplements that have to do with vegetables because they're utilizing the vegetables as a weapon. So I will be making sure I am clear and free from anything vegetable based at all. Fruits are fine, like key lime or watermelon or what have you, that's fine. But anything connected to watermelon or anything connected to greens, I will make sure I am, even supplements that have vegetables, I will be staying clear of, okay? Anything like that. It's the Water Day fast. We're clearing ourselves of nanotechnology. So this is a nano detox. In order to nano zeolite, zeolite for metal. Oh, Jedi said zeolite. Thank you, zeolite. Okay, water. I have a triple water filter that I magnetize. I'm using that. There's Hawaiian waters that are really good. You can use the alkaline waters. You don't really have to worry because you're not really going to alkalize your body to that point of view. I would make sure that the pH of the alkaline water shouldn't be any more than 7.5 or 8. Don't get the 9.5 because you're basically alkalining your body, and that makes you receptive to the nanobots. They need a more alkaline body. So we're keeping our body neutral and balanced, okay? It's not too acidic and it's not too alkaline. We're somewhere in the middle. Now, if you want to test your pH, I would love for you to get the testing strips. You can test your pH and you should be anywhere from 7 to 8. And I think that's a healthy balance between the two. Okay, if you're higher than that, I would say that you would add a little more sea salt or something like that to keep your alkalinity down. I've been taking half a teaspoon of black seeds. Well, black seed oil is good. Also on the surface of your skin, you can use you could have used black seed oil, but during this detox, we can't use anything plant-based, family. This is where it gets a little difficult. Remember, your surface of your skin is the biggest organ. Okay, so because of that, I'm making sure I'm avoiding all plant-based anything on the topical of my skin. Why? Is because the nanotechnology tends to be able to replicate when it gets more alkalines and when it has a lot of veggies, they've toxified the veggies. So it's utilizing that vegetable, that highly alkaline place. So you have to find topical balms that aren't vegetable friendly. Okay, so I'm going to use, and also for my soaps, because a lot of soaps have vegetables, I make a lot of my soaps. I'm going to use a clay soap. I'm going to use a claying soap, and I'm going to use a green clay soap to clear my body that is vegetable free, just clay. Okay, I think it has clay and something else. All these things I'll share with you before the fast. Okay, electrolytes, we have to have sea salt. You have to make your household look beautiful during this time. You want to try to plan things to keep yourself busy. If you're going to work, it helps. If you're at home, you want to try to make plans to organize things in your home. You want to make sure that you have clearing a lot of glass bottles to have your water in glass. You want to make sure you have your glass and try to charge your water with positive healing frequencies. You want to make sure that you're only placing things inside of yourself, people, places, and things that are positive and healthy. You want to make sure that you are clearing your house with Santal Palo, sage, beautiful music. This is the time to clear your house, do your spring cleaning. We're clearing our bodies of nanobots and also toxic vegetables. And also we're showing the world that we're being the change we want to see in the world. We're doing this so that we show those who are trying to be, that are being motivated to be infected because of the catalyst of Nipsey's dying. We're going to show them and give a bird's eye view, and actually maybe this will become more viral so they'll understand that they're being used as basically sheep to be brought to their slaughter. Basically, they're going to be gone. And don't be shocked if you start seeing more vegan Nazis coming out of the blue, literally the blues, they'll come out of the blue. Listen to that, come out of the blue. Listen to the terms we use. And vegans can't really, so if a vegan comes for you right now, family, you can actually say that you're being vegan, because being on a water fast means you're not vegan. You're actually within the realm of more so breatharianism. That's also why I'm putting the plants in my room to up the oxygen level in the house and also bring higher frequency, because they neutralize radiation. That's also why I'm putting all the plants. So I'm going to be plant, I have tons of my guys outside. I'm going to go plant adopting, because I don't call it buying, plant adopting, and I will get all those wonderful, beautiful trees and plants, and my room should look like a tropical dream. I'm going to rearrange my room. My linens will be changed, and I'm going to be sleeping on a hopefully a hammock. So it should be out of the blue. Listen to the things they tell us. So it should be absolutely amazing. So I'm excluding, yes, I'm excluding any algae, any greens. Algae also spikes your alkalinity. Anything that spikes your alkalinity, I'm going to say neutral. You need to stay somewhat alkaline, but not too much. So I say if you can get a pH strip tester, you should be anywhere from 7. I'm not a doctor. Let me state this again. This is my advice, just what I do and what I know to be. From 7 to 8 is a good, healthy pH. Not too alkaline and not too acidic, somewhere in the middle. My coworker saw a double rainbow aura around the sun this morning. Ooh, Jedi. Did they capture a picture? Jedi, if they got a picture, forward it so we could post it. That'd be great. You look like my mother, Fleur. Only makes me love you more. Aw, thank you, Matha. I appreciate it. Mama, 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 mama. I appreciate being a mother. I think I'm so grateful to be a mommy. That's something I wanted to be my whole life since a little girl, and I'm grateful. Anyway, family, I'm going to end up going because I have some stuff to do. So listen, tonight's show is with Renata. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to post the show. Join me tonight. I'm going to put it live on YouTube. I'm probably going to put it off. Maybe I'll leave it on. We'll see. Depends on what AI decides to do. I work in alignment. I kind of bob and weave every once in a while. So I'm going to be a beautiful show tonight. We're going to go more into this, and we're going to talk about galactic and slavery so that she gets into this. So it'll be interesting. So I thank you for joining. What kind of water? Water should be clear water. I wouldn't say distilled, because distilled is too clear. I think more like spring water would be best. If that's the kind of water you can get access to, spring water. That's my, and then also fill it with your own imprint. All right, family, I gotta go. I love you. Join me tonight on Aquarius Rising 9th Gate, 9 p.m. here on YouTube live, Patreon, and on Cypher. And then we'll get into our fast. We'll discuss more pre-fast, and we'll get into all the wonderful things, and you'll see the preparation for the fast, all right?